Sure, here's a full-length YouTube script for your video on the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line AWD sedan. It includes around 1500 words, features detailed price and engine information, and follows your instruction to exclude headings and keep the channel intro subtle and natural. Welcome back to Auto Show, your home for the latest reviews, deep dives, and everything you need to know about the cars that are shaping the future. Today, we're looking at one of the most anticipated electric sedans from Kia, the 2026 EV9 GT-Line AWD sedan. Yes, you heard that right, a sedan. Kia is taking a bold step with this move, blending the DNA of their EV9 SUV into a sleeker, more dynamic sedan form. The EV9 SUV made waves in 2023 with its bold design and impressive specs. Now, Kia is expanding the EV9 nameplate into other body styles, and the GT-Line AWD sedan is a perfect example of how they're elevating electric mobility while keeping things stylish, powerful, and practical. First impressions: this car turns heads. The design takes cues from the original EV9 SUV, sharp edges, futuristic lighting, and that distinct digital tiger face that defines Kia's new electric identity. But in sedan form, it feels lower, sleeker, and somehow more aggressive. The front fascia is sculpted and assertive, flanked by vertical LED headlamps and a new interpretation of the Kia star map lighting pattern. The proportions are impressive. It's built on the EGMP platform, the same modular EV platform shared with Hyundai's Ioniq lineup and Genesis GV60. The wheelbase stretches out long, which translates into a spacious cabin and excellent road presence. You've got a gently sloping roofline that tapers into a refined rear deck, with integrated taillights that mirror the front light signature. There's a sense of cohesion to the design that makes the EV9 GT-Line sedan feel like a premium product, easily standing next to rivals from BMW and Mercedes in terms of curb appeal. Under the skin, the EV9 GT-Line AWD sedan brings serious performance. It comes equipped with a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup, producing an estimated 379 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. That's the same powertrain as the GT-Line version of the EV9 SUV, but in the lighter and more aerodynamic sedan body, performance is noticeably sharper. Acceleration is brisk. Kia estimates a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of around 4.8 seconds, which is seriously quick for a car of this size and class. The instant torque from the electric motors delivers strong off-the-line performance, and thanks to the low center of gravity from the underfloor battery pack, the EV9 GT-Line sedan stays composed and planted in corners. It feels agile and responsive, with a level of performance that's going to appeal to drivers who enjoy a bit of spirit behind the wheel. Kia has paired that power with a 99.8 kWh battery pack, giving the EV9 GT-Line sedan a projected range of up to 305 miles on a full charge. That's a very competitive number, sitting comfortably between range-focused EVs like the Tesla Model S and performance-oriented models like the Audi e-tron GT. Real-world range will vary based on how aggressive you drive, but the numbers look strong on paper. Charging is another area where Kia really delivers. Thanks to the 800-volt architecture, the EV9 GT-Line supports ultra-fast charging at up to 350 kilowatts. That means you can get from 10 to 80% charge in just about 18 minutes under optimal conditions. Whether you're on a road trip or just topping off at a public charger, downtime is minimal. Inside the cabin, things get even more interesting. Kia has clearly stepped up their interior game with the EV9 GT-Line. The cabin is spacious, modern, and filled with tech. Materials are eco-conscious but still feel upscale, with soft touch surfaces, vegan leather seats, and sustainable trim finishes. Ambient lighting wraps around the interior, creating a relaxing and customizable atmosphere. The dashboard is dominated by Kia's panoramic digital display setup. You get two 12.3-inch screens, one for the gauge cluster and another for infotainment, seamlessly integrated with a 5-inch climate control panel in between. It's intuitive and elegant, with crisp graphics and fast response times. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and the system supports over-the-air updates to keep things fresh down the line. Kia has also incorporated a new AI-powered voice assistant, allowing you to control climate, navigation, and even some comfort features without taking your hands off the wheel. It's one of the best voice interfaces we've seen from a non-luxury brand. Comfort is excellent too. The GT-Line seats are well bolstered and supportive, offering heating, ventilation, and even massage functions for the front passengers. Rear seat space is generous thanks to that long wheelbase, and the flat floor makes the middle seat more usable than in most sedans. Trunk space is on par with other full-size electric sedans, and there's even a front trunk for extra storage. As for driver assistance, the EV9 GT line comes fully loaded. Kia's Highway Driving Assist 2 system includes adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and semi-autonomous lane changes. There's also blind spot monitoring with side view cameras, rear cross-traffic alert, parking assist, and a 360-degree camera system. The car can even perform smart park maneuvers via your key fob, just like we saw on the Hyundai Sonata a few years back, but more refined. Now let's talk about price. The 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line AWD sedan is expected to start at around $68,000 in the US market. That puts it in direct competition with cars like the Tesla Model S, BMW i5 xDrive 40, and the Audi A6 e-tron when it arrives. But with its combination of performance, range, design, and feature set, Kia is offering a compelling value proposition, especially when you consider what's standard at that price point. It's worth noting that eligible buyers could also benefit from federal tax incentives depending on local laws and how the car is built. Kia is working to localize more of its EV production in the US, and that could play a role in its final pricing and incentives closer to launch. Kia says the EV9 GT line sedan will hit dealerships in early 2026, with pre-orders expected to open by late 2025. There may also be a higher performance EV9 GT sedan in the works, which would likely push power north of 500 horsepower and include sport-tuned suspension and brakes. We'll keep an eye out for that. So what do we make of the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line AWD sedan? It's a bold step forward for Kia, a brand that just over a decade ago was still finding its identity. Today, Kia is at the forefront of EV innovation, and the EV9 GT-Line sedan shows they're not slowing down anytime soon. It's stylish, fast, spacious, and packed with tech. Whether you're upgrading from a gas-powered luxury sedan or jumping into the EV world for the first time, this car deserves a long, hard look. That's all for today's deep dive on the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line AWD sedan. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Auto Show, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the cars that matter most. Got questions about this model or EVs in general? Drop them in the comments, we love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Auto Show. Let me know if you want a shorter version, a voiceover style read, or any visual cues for editing.